Hello all, continuing exercise 7-1, step 7. Change the bullets in the first list to circles. To do that, use your class attribute named circle that's coded for this list as a selector for your CSS. Okay, so the first list, let's take a look, is this one right here is what they want us to change. So you'll see once we do that, they'll become circles. So our best new products is the area, and dot circle. Okay. So we'll go down in the main division here. Like it says, we already have our class circle set up for us. So now all we need to do is go over to our CSS, and we need to add a rule set in order to do this, to create the circles. So as a reminder, since it was a class, we are going to use a period. So I'm just going to go right where we were. Oh, I forgot to close this one. So let's close this one from before if you don't have it closed. And then I'm just going to go down one line and go dot circle, which will communicate with that class circle that we have set up. Left squiggly, enter, and then I need to go list dash style dash type colon circle semicolon. This time I'll remember to go back and close it with my right squiggly. So go ahead and save that. If you go back and refresh, now these are circles. That's what we want. Good. Step 8 says change the third list to an ordered list. So that just means that they'll be numbered now, as you can see here. To do that, change the list from UL to OL and then test the changes. So the only thing, this is a quick one. We're going to go find it in our, so here's our third list here. So we just need to change this UL to an OL. Make sure that you change the closing tag as well, otherwise it won't work for you. Go ahead and save all. Refresh. These are now numbers, but notice the spacing got a little goofy. So they are going to have us, it says create a rule set for OL elements that list the margins to 0 and the left padding to 2ems. So let's head back over to our CSS. Again, I'm just going to keep going where we're at because these all deal with lists. And I'm going to go down a line and create a new rule set for OL. So just OL, left squiggly, enter, and we're going to go margin 0, semicolon, and padding left 2em, semicolon, and then remember, I go down, I'm doing shift tab to bring it back over just because it's my OCD and I want them to match up with how they are above. But be sure to get that right squiggly closing bracket. Go ahead and save and refresh again. We should see a shift. Yep, they shifted up. Good. Step 9. Change the bullets in the second list to fish favicon that's in the images directory. To do that, use the ID attribute called fish_list that's coded for this UL element as the selector for a rule set that changes the bullets to the favicon. Okay, so let's see here. The second one, okay, hashtag fish list. Yep, so what we need to do, right where we're at here, go down another line, and we want to communicate with what we have right over here. So here's the ID, here's the area we want to turn into favicons for our bullets, fish underscore list. So we're just going underneath the OL here, hashtag fish underscore list. And it's going to have us do some other things in the next step, and I'm just going to do those right here. So it will want the margin 0, padding left 2M, and then here's where we're actually pulling in our favicons. So hopefully this works. List dash style dash image colon. Here's where we're going to go URL left parenthesis quotations dot slash, because we have to back up a level to get into our images folder, and then it's called simply favicon and the extension is .ico. Go the right quotes, right parentheses, colon, or excuse me, semicolon, and then we have to be sure to go down here and close it out with our right squiggly bracket. I'm going to go ahead and save, refresh, and there are our favicons. Good. Let me look at step 10 here. I know we did some of it there. Okay, we did that first part. The second sentence in step 10 says, then create a rule set for the LI elements within the fish list element. So we want to specify, we need to go back to our CSS. Right now we're just talking about fish lists in general. Now we want to go down and create a new one. We're going to go hashtag fish underscore list space LI, left squiggly bracket. What's it want us to do? Sets the margins to 0 and the left padding to 0.5M. It says this padding is used to set the space between the favicons and the text. When you test this in both browsers, you'll see that it works pretty good, but not great. In the next chapter, though, you'll learn other ways to get the same effect. So let's go ahead and add what they want here. So margin 0 and padding left 0.5M, and then go down and close it with our right squiggly. I'm going to save and refresh again. And it shifted a little bit for us. You could see a change. Alright, where are we at in time? 8.5. Alright, we're going to get started with this navigation bar. It says step 11, add the navigation bar to the web page using 7-4 as a guide. 7-4 is on page 227. Page 227. It says first code the HTML for the bar in a division named navigation bar that comes after the header division. Then add the CSS for the division and for its elements. To make that work, put a 2-pixel blue border around the navigation bar, but just a right border on the A elements. Also remove the underlines from the A elements. So let's jump over to our HTML and find where it is that they want us to do this. Okay, so we've got categories. Okay, so we do have to create it. So let's go below this header division here. Let's create a new division. We're going to call it navigation underscore bar. It's important that you have it that way, because then when we communicate in our CSS, you'll want it to be like that. What I like to do each time that I open a new tag is go ahead and close it right away and then add between it so I don't forget to close it later. Alright, here's what we're going to need in our navigation bar. And I forgot my quotes on both sides there, so make sure you have that. Ahref equals, this first one we're going to have a link that's live. So enter that in quotes, and then you write V bracket, home, and then we'll close the A element. Go down to a new line and create our next item of the navigation bar, which is lists. We're going to go ahref equals, there's not going to be anything in the quotes here, but we are going to add a class, so then we can specifically, you'll see, but current, and what that'll do is, depending on which thing that which navigation bar item we click on, we'll end up changing the color to show that that's active in our CSS. Go down to another line. Our next one is guides. We have no class here. And this last one, I'm going to select this whole line, paste it below, right here, paste it, and then just change the word guides to trips. Let's go ahead and save and refresh, see where we're at with that. Here it is here, right? It doesn't look pretty, but there are our items for now. I am going to cut us off here because we do have a little bit more to finish, and I just don't want to rush it because I've only got 2 minutes left of recording time. So look for a part 3 that will help you get finished with this one. Thanks.